Coach, just a few thoughts on the game, and then we'll take some questions.
Sure. Yeah, I can't say enough about the opponent, East Carolina, and their coaching staff. We've been saying all along through our prep, they're a great team in many ways. They play the game the right way, and they sure did it again today. Those guys compete and play hard, and it was a great opponent. Secondly, words can't really describe how I feel about these guys as a team. I'm so happy for our players to go get that win. We're just trying to get guys to buy into something and buy into playing for one another and the relationships they have in that room, and I think it's pretty evident that you can see those guys have bought into that. And so just a great feeling of pride and happiness for those guys after the game. The story of the game really came down to turnovers, something we talk about quite a bit, and we kind of let them back in the game with turnovers, and ultimately on defense that was the difference for us in the game. That and red zone defense, I think they had 7 trips to the red zone and got in the end zone on 2 of them, and that was the difference. We were 2 for 2 on our offense. So those are big stats in the game. They're always telling, and again, just we played 101 snaps in that game on defense. So for our guys to get it done on the final snap, and Vernon made a great play, pick in the end zone. I can't say enough for the character of the guys we have in this room, and ultimately those are things that are carrying on for them the rest of their life.
We'll now take some questions. We do have 2 floor mics. If you raise your hand, get my attention, and we'll get a mic over to you. Let's start here on the left side in the back of the room. Edgar.
Yeah, DJ, could you just assess the performance of Dante in his final game?
Yeah, his celebration dances were not very good. In fact, I wanted to take him out a couple times, but no, Dante was disruptive in the backfield all day long, and I think something needs to be said. A guy who we know Dante's intentions and his future, and for a guy in this situation to go out and do what he did and play how he played, can't say more about a guy's character. It's pretty amazing. And so talk about a great teammate, a great person, and a great football player. That's number 6.
And Dante, what was your mentality? And then you see one of your teammates go down with a bad injury, Antonio. What was your just mentality today to go out and play that way?
Oh, just to put the team basically on my back, the defense on my back, and keep going, because Antonio is basically our leader, our quarterback of the defense. And when he got hurt, I just told him I was going to hold him down and I was going to anchor everything. And my job was just to keep fighting hard, no matter what, just keep fighting hard for my brothers.
DJ, one other, Jeff Driscoll, kind of a difficult situation he was put in there, and Coach Mack said before the game that he's been granted his release, he probably won't be back, and then he's being asked to save the day. What do you think of what the job he did and this kind of the position he was put in there?
I think it was outstanding. I think it says a lot about him as a person too. The amount of adversity he's had to go through in his career, to be honest, I don't know if I could last through that, what he's going through, and especially at his age. And it just says a lot about him. It says a lot about our team. I mean, that's our guys still believed in him. He believed in his teammates, and I'm just very happy for him how it all worked out. He was able to go in there and play the game and really help us go get a win.
We'll switch to the right side, second row.
DJ, Dan Hunt, Washington Daily News, near Greenville, North Carolina. That Hargraves-Hardy matchup was really fun to watch. I mean, can you talk about those guys?
Yeah, I mean, both those guys are great football players. That's pretty evident. They'll both be playing on Sundays, and so it was. I mean, we said going to the game, there's going to be some balls in the air that are, 50-50 balls. We got to win more than we lose. I think we did that, but they definitely won some of them too. I mean, it was a good battle. They threw it 68 times in that game. I'm not sure I've ever been part of a game where a ball was thrown 68 times, but that's their offense we knew we were getting into, and I think our entire secondary did an outstanding job. To play all those snaps and the ball in the air that many times, and how they played and competed. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Our guys, our secondary as a whole, they've really stepped up and played great for us all year long. And so, Vernon obviously is a great player, but he's just one of many back there.
We'll switch back across the aisle by one of our cameras.
Right back here. Coach, Will Muschamp said in his farewell press conference that the next coach can't say there's kind of a lot of talent in this locker room. And we kind of saw a window into the youth movement today with the contributors. Can you just talk about the future of this program with the young guys that did contribute today?
Yeah, I mean, you saw it. There was young guys all over the place. Even a guy like Adam Lane, who we hadn't seen that much throughout the year, and he stepped up and showed what he can do. And he's a great football player. And so there's great talent, but I think probably even more importantly than the talent is the amount of character there's on this team. And I think that really showed. You know, this has been an easy situation to not go out and play like we did and compete like we did and leave one another like our players did. And so that's what I'm most proud of, and I think that's really the most important thing that's left in this locker room.
We'll switch back to the right side, front row.
DJ, why didn't Matt Jones play? And then could you talk about how Adam Lane did step up when he had the opportunity?
Yeah, Matt wasn't 100% going to the game. He was dinged up a little bit with shoulder, and we just made a decision that it wasn't best for our team or him to play him in the football game.
And Antonio's injury, how serious is that?
You know, I don't know. I mean, he hurt his knee. I don't know how serious yet. They're still evaluating it, and you know, I can't say enough about that kid. He's very special to me. He's a guy. We've been here together the whole time, and you know, whatever it is, how serious it is, I know one thing: there's not a tougher guy in this country than Antonio, and so whatever it is, he'll bounce back from and be back playing 100% somewhere sometime soon.
We'll cross the aisle and stay on the front
Right
row.
here. Dante, you were half a sack behind Alex today coming into this game, leading the team. Thanks, Jordan, for that stat. I know that y'all are really close, but how much does that translate into a competition as well, especially knowing this is the last time you were going to play with him?
Yeah, it's always competition, you know, especially not just with Alex, with John, Gerald, all the other guys. You know, our job is to get to the quarterback. So, you know, our job is to, you know, compete to see who's going to get to the quarterback first or who's going to meet each other at the quarterback first. So, you know, whenever I got a guy like Alex, that's a great of a pass rusher, and, you know, me, you know, being able to, you know, do what I can do, you know, that's always great.
And then Marcus as well. Were you auditioning out there today?
Yeah, I tried there working, trying to make plays, and coaches put us in the right positions and stuff like that. So I was just out there trying to do my job and knock as many balls down as I could.
Stay right next door here on the front row.
All right. Alan, for you, just not playing much this year, how do you feel to be able to go out there and have as good of a performance as you did today?
It was great just to be able to help get a W for our team and send these seniors off right and send these coaching staff off right. It was just a great accomplishment, and it was a great feeling to help those guys.
Stay right here on the front row.
DJ, you mentioned Matt Jones being dinged up. You went with Kelvin for a little bit in the beginning, but stayed with Adam. Is that just sticking with a hot hand, or was there something with Kelvin?
Yeah, no, it was just a matter. I mean, we knew we were going to play all those guys going into the game, and yeah, Adam was doing a great job of the carries he was getting, and that's, you know, kind of how we've done it all year long. Really, is whoever's, you know, doing well in there, we're going to keep getting more snaps, and so credit to Adam.
And Pat here on the front row.
Yeah, can all players just talk about the emotions, starting down there with just the emotions of a win? I mean, this was the Birmingham. It was January 3rd, not something you guys are used to. And, I mean, there was some high stepping after that game. Just talk about the emotions of all you've been through.
Start on the end, and we'll work this way.
I mean, playing for UF, I mean, we don't always, you know, want to go to the Birmingham Bowl, but, I mean, we did. So, I mean, and we all a team. We all have love and affection for each other, so we just came here and played our hardest for each other.
I mean, coming to this game, we knew what we was getting into. So we just all decided to rally together, you know, play for each other, play for the coaching staff, and, you know, we wanted to go out, you know, the end of the season with the W, so that's what we came together for, and that's what we accomplished.
Yeah, just what makes that basically just, you know, coming out, even though we're in the Birmingham Bowl, you know, who's going to make the fun of it, just being, you know, humbled and honored, you know, to be able to play in the bowl game, because last year we wasn't, you know, in this situation. We wasn't even able to play in the bowl game. Sitting home for a month, you know, not being able to do nothing, that's just hurt seeing other teams play. So being able to come out here and have the opportunity, you know, to play another game and, you know, play with my brothers again, I can't never turn that down. So we had to take advantage of it, and that's what we did.
And Adam?
To reiterate on some of the stuff they said, it was just a great honor just to play with these guys again, you know, for the seniors, and it was their last time. And just for us to band together and you know, circle the wagon and just play together, it was just awesome out there playing with these guys. And I hope to see these guys in the future one day.
We're going to go to the far right end of the table here. I think we have a couple of questions. Go ahead.
Just for the younger guys, just Marcus, and Adam. I know you guys have heard all week about how Coach Mack's going to be here watching the game. Did it matter more that he was here? Did that mean anything to you guys? And also, what's the future like for this program?
I guess it does mean something. I mean, to know that your future coach is watching. I mean, but I always go out and try to play my hardest. Whoever's watching, if nobody out there watching, I always go out and try to compete my hardest.
Yeah, I mean, we knew he was going to be out watching, but, you know, once we're on the field, you know, it's, you know, full go. You know, we're just out there playing ball, you know, trying to do the best that we can. But, you know, with knowing that he was watching, you know, we want to show him the things that we can do, stuff like that for the future.
John, did you have a question?
Do you mind if I get Adam real quick on that?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Adam, you just with Coach McElwain here watching you, does that mean more to you?
It means a lot for him to come and watch us, but to be honest, we went out there, emptied our minds of everything, and just went out there and played and worked hard on the field and tried to get a W. That was our main focus.
We're going to take two more. John over here, and then we'll come to the left side. Go ahead.
DJ, I'll move over here so you don't hurt the neck. Could you talk, what was Treon's injury, and was he absolutely not able to return, or could he have if you needed him in the overtime?
Yeah, he injured his elbow in a game. You know, I think it wasn't too serious. It was something they had him out for a little while. He was able to come back and compete, and he wanted to. You know, he was ready to go. He's a tough competitor, and he'll be fine.
DeMarcus, can you talk about from last year to this year? You kind of made a big jump. Last year didn't see very much time, and this year, what was kind of the biggest difference for you?
Just having my teammates behind my back and my coaches and everybody behind my back to stick with me with the tough times, and through the off season, everybody just stuck behind me and stayed on my side. So I mean, they just helped me through the off season and helped me get well.
Dante, this is for you. What do you want your lasting memory to be at Florida?
Basically going out with a W and celebrating with my teammates and my coaches that I came in with. Hugh Durkin was one of my recruiters, and you know, just to see how everything's in, and it's kind of crazy. You know, like I said before, I feel like this was the best decision I ever made, and it is. You know, I was fortunate enough, you know, to do great things here, and that led me, you know, to be able to go to the next level. All I can say is just being able to go out with a bang with my brothers. May, you know, he was with me in the Under Armour game in the room, you know, trying to get me to come to Florida. So just to see him, you know, right here with me right now, you know, it's so surreal. It's crazy, but I couldn't ask for, you know, a better feeling.
Steve McLean's telling me we have about 5 more minutes, although Dante still needs to shower. Steve told me that. So if anybody has a question for Dante, let's do that first. Let's take it right here, and then excuse Dante.
Dante, you stayed out on the field a little bit longer than some of the other guys. Haven't showered, haven't taken your jersey off yet. What do you think it's going to be like when you finally take it off last time? What were your emotions after the game, running there, talking to fans, going around the field?
Yeah, you know, it was just crazy just to see Gator Nation happy and everybody else happy. You know, that's all I want to do is just put smiles on people's faces and, you know, make everybody happy. So if I can do that, you know, I'm always do that. But, you know, once I take this jersey off, you know, it's coming with me. So I don't care. I'm still wear it sometimes.
Okay, Dante.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. One reason we're trying to move things along, there's some potential weather issues in the area coming in. So we'll go just 3 or 4 more minutes. Let's go to the second row here on the left side.
Adam, you know, most fans only see what happens on Saturday. Going through 2 years and really kind of working and not really getting a shot. How rewarding is it, and can you speak to kind of the difficulty of not really being able to play for 2 years?
It was great. It just built a bigger fire inside of me. It just made me want to work harder and just, you know, take the opportunities that I did get and make the most of them.
No, I'm in the middle here, middle of the row. Did you have a question? Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. Edgar in the back, please.
TJ, just how critical was Brian Pohl's pick 6 to kind of, you know, stemming the momentum a little bit, because ECU was really piling up some yards at that point?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. It was a big momentum swing in the game. Teasing with Brian, he finally got one in the end zone. He's had a couple close ones this year where he's let old linemen tackle him, and he's slipped a couple times. But he does a great job. He's made a lot of plays for us. He has, you know, great ball skills and has several interceptions. And we got one in the end zone. He averaged a big momentum swing for us.